Closed captioning for Valley Spotlight is provided by Home Plate Media.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Good Sunday morning to you. Welcome to Valley Spotlight. I am Mike. Lauren taking a well-deserved break this week, and Thomas filling in.
Yes, thanks for having us again. Sundays are for the boys now, I guess.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's all right, yeah. We like it.
Sundays, which they don't have at Sunrise Inn, but they should.
No, but we're close. 7, 6. We can promote that.
Yeah.
7 days a week we're here, so
that's right.
We might as well change it up.
So we brought the show to Sunrise today, made it a little bit easier on Thomas, easy on us, and here we go with giant portions galore.
Of everything. Right? I mean, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Our summer mac and cheese.
I want to talk about this, and I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Right.
This is summer mac and cheese.
Yes.
It's got a lot of mac.
It's got a lot of mac, it's got a lot of cheese, it's got a lot of everything. But
yeah.
What do we do small here?
I tasted some chicken in there.
Yes, we got chicken, bacon, summer slaw. It's our cavatappi, homemade noodles, and homemade cheese sauce. It's shout out to chef. It's phenomenal.
What's some of the big items in the summertime? Is it kind of burgers, or is it salad season, or what?
Salads and burgers. Always salads and burgers. I mean, we have 7 to 10 different kinds of salads. We have 12 different kinds of burgers. This is the number 3 burger. It's got jalapeno sauce on. It's 3 different types of cheeses: bacon, and bacon. So
you really should get a prize if somebody wolfs that down, don't you think?
I'm always impressed when I see people with a completely clean plate. I'm like, where did that all go? It doesn't make sense.
I know, it's nuts. Do you guys worry about this lettuce thing that's been in the news? Has that been brought up to you at all?
It definitely has. Everything on our end.
Talking about salads.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Everything on our end is great. We do a great job of communicating with the suppliers. Our suppliers are great at communicating with us. Again, they have to do their due diligence on their end. So they keep us updated, but everything we have is checked 5, 6, 7 times by all the suppliers. So it's good. I mean, again, I've heard the issues, but knock on wood, we are smooth sailing.
Good.
So that's great.
The River Rock season's in full swing.
AMP is in full swing. Yes, we are.
Which makes you tired, but happy.
Yes. Right? Like, oh yes. Like we said, 7 days a week. We don't stop. We stop at some point, but not right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Anything else coming up in the summer you want to talk about before we move on to our first story?
Oof. The food, the AMP, the Robins. We do. I think we maybe have some cool. Not bacon burger, but Kevin. Some Kevin Bacon news coming up.
We're gonna say that till the end of the show. That's a little teaser for you about Kevin Bacon. How did that even come to be? How did you guys become friends with Kevin Bacon?
He's a Sunrise fan.
Was that it? Like seriously?
We can go with it.
Let's go with that. Okay.
We can go with that. Yeah.
Good things are happening, folks.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah. Wherever
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wherever Kenny's at, Kevin Bacon's at, I guess. We'll go with that.
Well, I guess I'll ask him later how they became chummy, those two guys. So, all right. So in this show, we've got a lot of different things to talk about. We have a lady that's from the Pittsburgh area. I don't know if you remember people that used to shoot marbles.
Yes,
like this is something that I used to see like on TV in a movie or something like that. I've never really seen anyone do it. But this lady who is from Pittsburgh is a national champion, and she's trying to bring tournaments back to her area and our area.
Sounds awesome.
So we're going to talk a little about that. Carl Angiuli's going to join us.
Yes.
And he brought some of his produce.
It looks awesome.
And
look at it all. It's great.
Yeah, we're going to try the corn on the cob because it is corn season and tomato season and peppers and melons and all that fantastic stuff. Kelly, Warren, and Lauren are going to show up.
Both of them.
And talk about the place in New Middletown that you guys went to, and then we met a gentleman in Girard that owns a hair salon barbershop, and he's doing something great for his customers. So we should have a pretty good show.
We're action-packed.
How much do you know about Frisbee golf?
Actually, I am very intrigued by this. It's become huge in the area. You see, I've started to see courses all over the place.
Right.
It's something that has really taken off, and it's somebody from around here, I believe.
Somebody from around here, Bill Flynn, he's like the father of Frisbee golf in this area, actually designed most of the courses. And we finally caught up to him because he has a big anniversary with his Frisbee golf, and we could tell you his story.
You know, everybody would kind of laugh because they thought of Frisbee as a game, as a toy. And I think that still happens a little bit, but it was more that type thing.
That's Bill Flynn, and he's talking about Frisbee or disc golf.
I learned to play the sport when I was in college at the University of Cincinnati. And at the time, we would play with Whammo Frisbees because it was a very new sport at the time.
So new that even though there were a few that had heard about the game, there were no courses in this area. That's where Bill came in. He wanted to design one of the first, right here on Young's Run near the Kent State Trumbull branch.
And I was dressed up for work, so I had a suit and tie and everything. And they thought I was a professional disc golf course designer. And then they realized that I was just, I just wanted to do this. And what was interesting, and this was the case early on too, was they liked the fact that how disc golfers behave. You know, you got penalties for bending branches or you weren't supposed to litter. Things that the park liked, not necessarily the sports thing.
So after some back and forth, the course was designed and built and opened 30 years ago last month.
It started out as a 9-hole course and grew. The one thing I'm very proud about is the equipment and skills have increased greatly over the years, but yet this course still holds up.
It was done so well, Bill designed more area courses, and the sport began gaining popularity.
Everybody who played loved it. Couldn't understand why everybody in the world didn't love the sport. But it's very family, and we always treated all our events almost as you were inviting people to your house. It was very personal. It wasn't so much how many people showed, but that when people showed, they really enjoyed themselves.
Fast forward to today, and there are more pros, better equipment, more places worldwide to play, and more people to play against.
There's so much more information, there's so much stuff on the internet that the competition is, it's not just visiting your friends, it's more and more about the competition. It's not I'm beating my buddies or beating the guys, you're going for points.
If you understand traditional golf, you'll understand disc golf. You try to shoot par or below, and the sound of the ball going in the cup is replaced with the sound of the chains jingling in the park.
And everybody, when they hear the sound of the chains, loves it.
A true disc golf trailblazer, Bill co-designed a pro course in Pymatuning State Park, a couple in Mosquito Lake State Park, West Branch, and he just finished one in Brookfield. He says the beauty of this game is that anyone can play, and it's always a good time.
Disc golf can be played at any level. You can come out here and just with your buddies and just not worry about how many strokes, just have fun. And that's what makes it a great sport for everybody. It's very inexpensive to play, and it's really something you could bring little kids out and have a good time.
And that's what's bright about Warren. Thank you, Brightspeed, for that. I didn't know there was so much strategy and you needed like different Frisbees for how close, like one's like a putter Frisbee.
There's a million
versus
ones.
the one you throw on your drive.
Driver,
like
3-wood, you have what, a stable of
Have you ever
6,
played?
7? I have actually not played.
I always kind of wanted to play.
It looks awesome. I've thrown the Frisbee multiple times, but I think we got to get out there.
Seems easy to learn and fun to play.
Very fun.
So very cool. All right, well, we're going to take our first break. On the other side, Lauren is with Chef Erik. Sausage gravy and biscuits, yay or nay?
I'm a big fan. Are you?
You gotta be.
Well,
I mean, if we're gonna eat a big plate of cheese, you know we're gonna be able to eat sausage gravy and biscuits, right?
It seems like it's a Warren staple, sure.
Absolutely. All right, we'll be back with more on Valley Spotlight on this Sunday morning in just a few minutes.
1, 2, 3, go!
The King is back in the building this holiday season. Dean Z, the ultimate Elvis Christmas spectacular. Join us as Elvis Presley Enterprises world champion tribute artist Dean Z and his 12-piece band take you on a high-energy musical journey spanning the electrifying career of the King of Rock and Roll, featuring Elvis's greatest hits along with the King's best holiday classics.
Dean Z, the ultimate Elvis Christmas show. Get tickets now at robinstheater.com. December 8th, the Robbins Theater.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In the Mahoning Valley, I work with Kelly Warren. She guarantees to sell your home at a price and a deadline you agree to, or she'll buy it. She can also give you an instant cash offer. Go to kellysoldit.com and find out how Kelly and her team can start working for you.
ESPN Mahoning Valley 94.7 FM and 1330 AM. Sports, talk, music, and more for the Valley.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight on this Sunday. Sunrise Inn in Warren, open 7 days a week.
Always.
You open at when? 9 o'clock in the morning?
9 a.m. till 9 p.m. during the week, 10 p.m. on the weekend.
So you could have a slice of pizza at 9:15
You would be very surprised how many people come in for a fresh slice of sunrise pizza at 9 a.m.
Do you guys still do the breakfast pizza?
We do. We tailor it more towards the weekends.
Yeah.
So people can, come in early and get that some fresh, but absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes it's like, shh, we don't want everyone to know to come in for the breakfast pizza.
It is. It's one of the secrets, but we'll share it.
A couple people know now.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Lauren is in the kitchen this morning, and she's working with Chef Erik. Sausage, gravy, and biscuits, like a southern staple, but they're bringing it up north. Leave it to the barbecue guy, right?
He does it all, so we'll give it to him.
Take it away, you guys.
Good morning.
Boom! Here we are.
That's right. That's right.
Erik, I don't know how you do this, but you somehow always manage to find recipes that I am secretly obsessed with.
I don't know.
I don't know how you're doing
Well,
it. Are you watching me?
I would say what normal person isn't obsessed with biscuits?
Biscuits and gravy and breakfast for dinner in the
Yeah.
great grocery outlet cabin kitchen with none other than Erik Hoover.
That's right. Today we are going to make jacked up sausage gravy with best ever biscuits.
The biscuits, you
Okay.
guys, we got a text message photograph of like what we're doing today. I about lost my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's get started real quickly. So grocery outlet, extreme value, challenge is $25 or less. I banged it out of the park at $21.05. I'm going to steal the lead, today. And that was with a large portion of this budget paying for this, fancy orange juice.
Worth it.
Biscuits are cheap. Gravy, milk gravy is pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive. So we splurged a little bit and got fresh squeezed orange juice, which just called to me in the store.
It really does. They have some very interesting, great products that are very dynamic, to say the least.
Before you got here, before we got on, I went ahead and got started. I chose to use chorizo instead.
Again.
So we're making it with chorizo sausage this morning, and viewers at home, don't be afraid of this stuff. You should try it. So it's a heavily seasoned. That doesn't mean spicy,
right?
But it's a heavily seasoned, and it's very red in color from paprika.
Pretty.
And it smells wonderful. Your whole cabin smells.
I know, it smells amazing in
So
here right now.
I'm just gonna melt a little. It was pretty lean, so I'm gonna melt a little bit extra butter in there.
Extra butter in the chorizo, you guys.
Extra butter, because we're gonna make a roux, and then we're gonna use a quarter cup of flour. Pardon my reach.
This is what we're doing here?
Nope. We're going right in here with a little bit of flour, and we're just gonna make a real quick roux. We're gonna let that flour absorb all the grease, whatever grease was left over from the sausage. Coat it all around like this. Try not to have anything burn, but we're good.
Oh, we already did that in Mike's episode, right?
Nope, we're ready for milk.
Oh, we are?
You got it.
Sorry, I didn't want to
That's
give
okay.
it away. Okay.
We're gonna do 2.5 cups.
Oh.
So all the way up.
All the way up,
or mostly.
Yeah. That's
Don't trust me.
All right.
We'll call that one.
And then
do another one just like it.
2. And then a little bit more.
This one, give me just.
I'm gonna give you a little
just a smush.
bit like that.
Perfect.
All right.
And
more.
That's good. Okay. That's totally good. And we are gonna let that. We're gonna let that go. Okay. And it needs to come. It's gonna activate the starch and thicken. Okay, is what's gonna happen here.
This is the magic. All fingers.
We're just gonna stir it up so all the flour isn't lumpy.
So this is how we're making our gravy with
And
chorizo.
I'm kind of excited
I know,
because it's gonna be like a pink. Yeah, it's pink. All right.
Sabina, look out, sister.
So during COVID, everybody remember that?
I do.
Right, COVID.
I do remember COVID.
Our family did the Great Biscuit Journey. That's what we did. What do the Hoovers do? We're crazy. So I think we did.
This is why we hang out.
We did, I don't know, 2 dozen or 3 dozen recipes of biscuits. So let me ask you, are biscuits round or square?
It depends.
I don't know. There is no depends.
Right? No.
There is either round or there is square. There's no
round.
in between. Yeah.
I'm around.
Yeah,
I'm a round person.
I think I'm around too.
Okay.
So we went through a bunch of recipes, and my son, I hate to admit, he won. Max. Even not my chef's son, the other chef.
All right, Max.
So,
are you hearing this?
yeah,
You want to go into making biscuits?
Well, what is this? What does it say?
Max is winning BF.
Yeah.
It's right there, you guys.
So,
all right.
But we're calling
Show
it
me.
best ever. All right.
Show me. Tell me what to do.
So we do all the dry ingredients first. I'm gonna give you the wet cup and go into the flour. So 2 cups. And remember when you're measuring flour, try not to smash. Guys at home, okay? Try not to smash your flour
just like
down. Nice and fluffy, you know what I'm
Is that
saying?
good?
Yeah.
All right.
2
1.
cups. 2 cups all-purpose flour. You know, it's the scoop and pour usually, and if you're baking, you know, you can scoop, pour into the measuring cup. And
I
then
don't wanna
just
make a mess.
don't push it down. It's not like brown sugar.
I didn't push it. I just.
No, you're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right. 2 teaspoons baking powder. That's the round
Baking
can,
powder. All right, 2 of these. 1. And then 2.
please. 1 teaspoon salt.
1 teaspoon salt. Where's this? Oh, right there?
Did I steal it? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know where you are.
1 teaspoon salt.
Teaspoon.
And then the little baby one, the 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, please. So this has 2 leavening agents in it. Baking soda is a complete leavening agent, okay? Double acting, doesn't require anything. Baking powder, I'm sorry, the other way. Baking powder is the combination.
Okay.
Baking soda requires an acid to activate. So the acid in this case is buttermilk.
Oh my gosh.
So
this is like a science project on top of cooking.
Well, after 40 recipes of biscuits, we kind of started to learn some stuff.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so do me a favor, and you're gonna see that cutter looking thing over there with the handle? Yep, just kind of stir that around. We're just mixing
that's pretty.
Mix the dry ingredients together. All right, we want to, and in a perfect world, it's hot in this cabin. We've been cooking all morning, right? We've been doing stuff. So you want like little chunks of butter. Okay, so I'm just gonna like do like this into, normally this would be frozen at home. Freeze the butter, use a cheese grater, okay?
Oh, like,
yeah. So because we want to cut this up, you're gonna use that cutter tool.
okay.
And as soon as, in fact, you can kind of start, and it's just up and down.
Okay.
Just kind of, you're chopping up the butter into, at the end of the day.
Right, like little tiny pieces. So
Yeah.
they're like little moments of butter when they melt into the.
Yes.
Is that what we're going for?
Yep. All right. And it's much easier when the butter is ice cold.
Also,
All right.
this is a great tool.
It is very good. So, you know, try to resist the urge to stir, and it's just up and down. You're just breaking up and using the flour to encapsulate all that butter.
Wow, that's so good. Look at that. This is something my children could help me with. And they actually would enjoy it. Okay.
I say when it gets to looking, that's perfect.
Is that good?
You can make biscuits anytime for me, and that'd be great.
I also love biscuits. I told you that I made them all come to breakfast for me the other day so I could have biscuits and gravy. It was 95 degrees outside. I don't
All right.
care. All right.
Next, here, we'll save these, we'll move these. I can help get rid of some of this stuff, and we're gonna go in with the buttermilk. All right. Yeah. It's about, and you want everything cold, as cold as you can make it.
All right.
I know from history, it's actually it's a cup plus that much. Okay. You see that?
Yeah, because that's a 3/4. Yeah, he's good.
I'm gonna borrow that from you and get in here. And we're just gonna start to, and it's never gonna come totally together.
People can't see Lauren Cam because I forgot it over there.
And we're gonna make.
Wow, look at that.
We're gonna move this out of the way and make a little spot. This is where I'm gonna get all kinds of messy.
Okay.
Now, here's what else I learned, is that, and go ahead and give me a nice handful of flour right on top.
Oh, okay.
You do not, gluten is not your friend. Okay, we don't wanna develop a lot of gluten in this. Okay, we don't wanna knead it like we're making bread. Just until this comes together. Here's the other secret, is when you roll it, see all the chunks?
Look at how pretty that is.
This is, you want at least, according to Max, the scientific biscuit expert, 5 folds. Can you give me a fold?
This way?
Oh yeah, here,
wait,
use this.
Oh.
It'll help you. Yeah. All right.
Oh, Max, I'm sorry. 5, and then.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then maybe just a smush more flour. You're never making biscuits with me again.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna make them in my head in my sleep.
How many folds was that at home?
That was 3.
Hopefully your producer.
4?
Your producer is like got the number count.
All right, that's
I can see on the screen already. And you're not gonna hurt it. You just don't want to over mix. See how I'm not like being
You're
super.
like layering it.
Not being super
Flaky.
hard with this dough. That's what's gonna create all those layers.
Oh,
The
I like
laminating.
that.
It's like almost like a laminated
I
dough.
didn't know that.
All right.
I really didn't.
Next, we have a tool over there that's the family cutter. All right, I'll tell you what, grab that spray and spray that tray. Pretty please. All right.
Yay. That is. Normally we try to like move stuff quick through recipes, but this is really cool to watch.
Well,
do this.
hopefully.
Unbelievable.
I'm not crazy over time. And then you're always gonna have some left over. Don't let it go to waste. There'll be Dad usually at my house, that's me. I'll eat the ugly one.
We like to give that one to the doggies sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, they are friends too.
All right, maybe one more.
One more? Yeah. There's a little spot right
Okay, now this part is important too. All right, the next part is we are going to right here. Be good. Go ahead and set that tray down. Here you are, holding the poor thing. We need more buttermilk.
Okay.
The green one. Yes.
Not that one. All right.
All right. Do me a favor. Let me see your thumb. Yeah. Give me a thumbprint right in the middle of each one of those biscuits. A buttermilk hole.
I did not know that that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a little bit sticky. Hold on.
So anyway, we're gonna brush this with extra buttermilk on top because y'all will see when this comes out how gorgeous this buttermilk browns up in the oven. Wow. It's gonna look really nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we taking a break now?
Yeah, 425, 15 minutes. We'll clean up right in the oven.
All right. That's all right. I know the lady that cleans the place. She'll be fine.
All right. All right, here we got, it's all done, jacked up sausage gravy and best ever biscuits. Yeah, check that out. So, see how it exploded up? That's what we want.
I do.
I might not have much vertical, but my biscuits do.
Yeah, you do.
How about
and
that?
you know what?
You know?
That's all you need to worry about.
So I slam dunked it,
You
right?
slam
On this one,
dunked it. All right, so
3-point
how
shot.
much? How much?
21.05, baby. So it was, man, it was awesome. Biscuits, $1.64 all in, okay? Gravy, $4.93. So that obviously left me with some wiggle room. So I got this skillet, we got orange juice.
Oh my gosh, Erik.
Yeah. Try that orange juice. It's delicious. So
I don't know what to do anymore. This is amazing.
yeah,
Breakfast
it's not
for dinner.
spicy.
No, it's really good.
The chorizo's just spicy enough, and the biscuits are good. Does it hit the craving for the Lauren sausage gravy?
It is. It's
Okay.
way better than what I went to go get the other day.
Oh.
I don't want to say where I went because it was very good, but this is better.
Well,
Could you open like a breakfast place?
what?
Do you want to?
What?
What? I think you should.
Hey.
Oh, am I reading?
Don't let the cat out of the bag.
Am I feeling the vibe? I don't know what it is. Why? Seriously? Oh, amazing.
Those biscuits are banging.
There it is. When does the place open? Just kidding. Bye. Thank you, grocery outlet. Eric,
Awesome.
seriously, amazing.
I love it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go back to eating.
Nice job. Looks good.
It looks awesome.
Goopy and great. That's what they ought to call that.
Very gravy-like.
When we come back, oh, thank you, by the way.
Grocery outlet.
Yeah, thank you for sponsoring
Shout
that and keeping our bargain basement shopping to under $25 for the whole family. I just think that's awesome. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk more about marbles, which we hit on before.
Okay.
The lady's going to show us how to do it, how to
Shoot it.
Yep, how to shoot.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have you think. This will be your homework during this commercial.
All right.
Your top summer songs.
Top
Like,
summer
give me
songs.
2 songs in the next segment that when you think of this song, you think of summertime.
Beautiful. Love it.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be back with more, and you can do it at home too. More Valley Spotlight after this.
Your eyes are 2 of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight as we continue on this Sunday morning.
Absolutely. It's been fun so far, and we have a lot more of the show to go. But first, we're going to hit on, I guess I've seen this, but I didn't know people still play it, the game of marbles.
Shoot them if you got them.
Yeah, and they do, and that's what it's called. You go out and shoot marbles or play a game of marbles. And we caught up with a lady who's from the Pittsburgh area. She lives in Maryland now, that talks about her her journey through her marbles when she was little, and then of course became a national champion. And then she did not lose her marbles like a lot of us have, but you know, whatever. It's a good story. You'll have to see it. Go ahead. If you're from a certain generation, you might remember people playing marbles. Well, they still play, especially along the mid-Atlantic and certain pockets of Pittsburgh, where Shannon Georgevich grew up.
So that's kind of the core group, I would say, is more of that localized area. We had participants that have participated in the national tournament as far west as Colorado.
The object of the game is pretty simple.
The circle's 10 foot. You put an X or a rack of 13 marbles in the center of the marble ring. And then you have 2 players. You're playing against one other person. And then it's the first person to knock 7 marbles out of the playing area or the 10-foot circle.
Sounds simple enough, almost like pool, except instead of knocking the balls into pockets, you knock them out of the ring. You knock one out, and you get to go again.
So you always want to have your knuckles down. You're going to have a marble shooter here. And basically you're flicking the marble out, and then you're aiming it at the target marbles. So you've got 13 target marbles and an X in the center. And you usually alternate shots until you get skilled enough that you can kind of run the table. But it is the first person to knock 7 marbles out of the circle wins the game.
Shannon would know. She started playing when she was a kid in Pittsburgh.
So I just remember, being little, probably 5, 6 years old, and watching the older kids practice. There was a marble ring that was in our neighborhood, and I just remember always watching them shoot. They were, actively competing in the tournament. They were older kids. So, being little, we learned how to do it, but we kind of had to wait our turn.
She waited, she learned, and eventually became the girls' national champion at the age of 12.
And then my younger sister started playing, and I got some friends involved. So it really became a lot of fun just within our neighborhood and our friend group. So it was just something that we really all had a good time doing. And of course, the big incentive was making it to Wildwood to be able to compete in the nationals. And then that third year, when I was 12, I made it to nationals, and then I actually won the nationals in 1988. So I became the national champion of that year. And then I was done after that, because unfortunately, once you win the national tournament, really you're done within the kid level of shooting.
Well, not quite done. Shannon and the boys champion were invited to appear on The Tonight Show, where that day Jay Leno was guest hosting for Johnny Carson.
And marble champions Danny Strohecker and Shannon Capasso. We're going to be right back after this.
So 2 12-year-olds got to go to Burbank, California, and got to go be a guest on The Tonight Show for shooting marbles and winning the National Marbles Tournament. So that was really, an awesome experience as a kid.
These days, Shannon is teaching marbles to kids in her area in Maryland, and the 2 kids of her own. Her son, Matthew, has aged out, but her daughter, Paige, is still competing and getting better each year. It's a sport that teaches a kid a lot about life, sportsmanship, patience, and dealing with the pressure.
It is that pressure, that one-on-one, all eyes on me. Your hands are sweaty. You're in the middle of the tournament. Your adrenaline's going. So yeah, it's a little different in that way versus like a team sport.
And that's one of the reasons she's hoping that marbles becomes popular once again. That resurgence is happening in her area, and she's hoping the momentum keeps going.
So I thought, well, if I don't do, with my kids, having kids and being older, I thought if I don't start a program here, they're never going to get to experience what I got to experience, and even their friends and other kids in the local area. So that's really what kind of prompted me to push to do it and get it going in my local area. But I would love to see, other areas either come back, get involved, and kind of learn what the game's about, and just kind of get that marble bug and want to continue to learn more about it and get involved in it, and even, like I said, maybe get to the national level.
How cool is that?
That was amazing.
I mean, to win the national championship.
Unreal.
Right. At the age of 12 in a 14 and under division.
With Johnny Carson and Jay Leno.
And then you go to the Tonight Show. Come on.
I know who that is. That's amazing.
Yeah, I won't bore you with Doc Severinsen and the rest of the gang on there, but that's exciting stuff.
It was great.
All right, let's do a little Kelly Warren now.
Yes.
You caught up with her.
Visited out there in New Middletown.
Right. Talking about the area a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit of everything that's to offer out there. It's quiet, it's calm, but again, it has a little bit of everything that you need.
Yeah, and it's not far from the big city. So here you go.
Hi guys, it's Thomas from Sunrise Insurance and Valley Spotlight. We're back again here in New Middletown. I'm here with Kelly. Kelly, thanks again for having me.
Thanks for being here. Another episode of Home Advantage, and today we're in New Middletown.
Absolutely. This is beautiful. Driving through here, it was a nice, quaint, small town. Just looked like a lot of houses, a lot of mixed use, like you've been saying earlier. Tell us a little bit about the town of New Middletown.
So I love New Middletown because it's one of those small, quiet areas. Everybody knows everybody, but you're not on top of your neighbors. You have some mixed use zoning, so if you want to build a farm, a barn, if you want to put up a fence, if you want to do whatever you want to do, if you want a business from home, the community allows for a lot of those things. You know, sometimes when you're in a neighborhood and you have all those rules and restrictions, New Middletown and Springfield is an area where you can do what you want to do. So I love that for us.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, as you're going through, you see all the mixed uses, you see the huge spaces between all the houses. The school district looks beautiful here. A lot of different things out in this area, like you said, small, quaint, that just kind of make it homey.
good schools, good people. It feels super local. You know, you go into the coffee shop, people know each other. You have local businesses like that. And it's just one of those areas that, you know, when somebody from not Ohio thinks about Ohio, this is what they're thinking about. You know, they're not thinking about Boardman and Warren. They're thinking about New Middletown.
Yes, this is exactly the picture that's painted when you think about Ohio. This is out of the town, out of the suburbs, Ohio. It's perfect.
Right,
yes.
right. And you're still real easy access to areas like Boardman where you've got shopping and stuff like that, where you don't have to live in the hustle and bustle, but you can easily get there if you've got something to do. Real easy access to the turnpikes and everything. So if you've got a job in Cleveland or Pittsburgh where you don't have to be in the office every day and you're looking for a low cost of living and a safe area for your kids and good schools and stuff like that, welcome to New Middletown. I feel like it's one of those underrated areas that when we're talking location, we've got homes here and I would love for people to see them.
Absolutely. That's it. Guys, if you're looking for homes, give Kelly a shout out. Kelly, where do we find you at again?
You can find us online at kellysoldit.com. And of course, they can call or text me anytime at 330-717-2689.
Awesome. Give Kelly a call. Tell them we sent you.
Nice work out there.
It was
first time in New Middletown?
First time in New Middletown.
It's so weird you Trumbull County people don't go down there. And now Carl from Tanfield's got to come up here. It's crazy. It's chaos, isn't it?
We try and trade off a little bit. They come here, we go there when we can.
I know. All right. Summertime songs. Give me one or two that when you hear it, you're like, yes, this makes me feel warm and fuzzy.
I did my homework.
Okay.
I'm going to go old school.
All right.
Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
Okay.
That's
nothing wrong with that.
It's more of, you know, my uncle Kenny's era, but you know, I'll pay homage.
They had a great commercial for Sunkissed Orange Pop.
There was
that song.
Yes.
What else?
And I'm gonna go nostalgic for my generation.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go Akon. I'm So Paid. You turn it up when you're in the convertible. And you know what? It fits. It should be the segment after. It should be the end credits for this show because headed into the sunrise. Driving 90 on a 65.
I like it.
So we're going to go with that one.
That's pretty good. Mine are, whenever I hear Walking on Sunshine, you know, that's
absolutely.
Katrina and the Waves. I always think of and I like it when they play it like in March and you're like, oh yes, summertime. And then I'm going to go hair metal on you, 80s hair metal.
Okay.
There's one called Summertime Girls by a band called Y&T.
I actually do know that song.
Oh my God.
I work the amp every weekend, so I got to know my 80s music. Yeah.
So those are ours. You're probably thinking of yours. Now we went to the expert, Jeff, at Record Connection to see his top 5.
Top 5 summer songs. Number 5.
A Beach Boys song is probably appropriate. California Girls.
Number 4.
Fourth one is The Heat Is On.
The heat is on. Yeah. The heat is on.
It's that Beverly Hills Cop, I think, was in that soundtrack.
Number 3.
Third favorite, Stones. I have to squeeze a Stones summer song in there. She's So Hot.
I'm so hot for her. I'm so hot for her. I'm so hot for her. She's so cold.
I believe that came off the Undercover album, if I'm not mistaken.
Number 2.
My number 2 song, Boys of Summer, Don Henley.
I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone.
I can still remember going to see Eagles concerts or a Don Henley concert. You know, it takes me right back to that song. I wait for it to come around in his playlist, and with the Eagles playlist as well.
And landing at number 1.
My number 1 summer song is Sly and the Family Stone, Hot Fun in the Summertime.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hot fun in the summertime. Oh yeah, yeah. Hot fun in the summertime.
Always loved that song. I still play it today. I have a Sly Greatest Hits, and I can't wait for that song to come on.
I would not have thought of Sly and the Family Stone. That's why we have Jeff. He's got a whole building full of songs.
He's got the connections.
He does. All right, we're going to take a break. You got to cut off some of this burger and go. Man.
I don't know how to. I mean, I should know how to attack it.
Just
but
go.
We're gonna start.
When we come back, we're gonna eat a little more healthy. We're gonna do some produce. Carl and Julie's here, and we'll talk about the farm market after this break.
I don't know about you, but mine's bigger.
I think might be right, but mine's tastier.
I don't think so.
I win. Look at this.
Yep.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight here on this Sunday morning at Sunrise Inn, and Carl and Julie is here, our Angiuli Farm Market segment. Yeah, kind of like our satellite locations. You brought our own little satellite locations.
Yeah, I'm happy that the Sunrise Inn hosted us here. It's awesome to be here, and we are full bore with vegetable season.
I saw you driving into Warren like you were a little unsure.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm Mahoning County going into Trumbull County.
Exactly.
It's a lot.
It is.
It's
when you don't come up here very often, you know, it is definitely a lot. It's all new to me.
This is my favorite time of the year. I know it's hot and people complain about that, but this is the time of the year in Ohio when you get the corn and the tomatoes, and that's my favorite. And you already have the tomatoes, right?
Yeah, tomatoes. So we started.
If I'm growing them, they're not quite done yet, but yours are.
No, well, we started. We started here a few days ago. We're into the red, nice red beefsteaks. You got your pink beefsteaks. We're harvesting, and then your heirlooms. Everybody likes an heirloom. You got your Brandywine, your Pink Girls. You've got this Italian that's a nice Italian tomato here for sauce or for salad.
San Marzano kind.
Kinda, yes, it does. It's hollow on the inside. How about that?
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, so very few seeds. And then we're into peppers right now. We've got awesome selection of hot peppers, sweet Italian friars, the goat horn peppers. That's great with a little bit of olive oil and garlic.
That's your dinner, isn't it?
It is. Nice the loaf of Italian bread, and you got yourself a full meal there.
Darn right. And this is melon season too, right?
Yeah, we're just kicking off melon season. Just starting to get into the first of the homegrown cantaloupes, which some people around here call honey rocks.
Do they?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there we go. We're rolling into that, and then watermelons. We've got the seeded and the seedless, whatever your preference is.
Now, if you can't make it down to Campfield, that's okay, because there are different locations around town, especially here in Trumbull County. We have Niles,
Howland,
right,
and then
Austintown,
yeah, Cornersburg,
and
Boardman, and then the home farm in Campfield.
Very good. So we thought we'd stop by one of those locations and talk to one of the employees about how much fun it is to work for Angiuli's.
Fresh produce, pretty good prices, and open every day of the week. I was kind of nervous, but it was easy to adapt to. It's just be kind to others and everything will be good. Like, we have the scapes. People always ask about those. Sometimes they don't know what tomatoes to use for their sandwiches, cucumber salads, but we have it all, so. It's probably my favorite job.
Wow, that's pretty high praise.
Yeah, that's great. We love Sophia.
All right, Sophia, good job. Okay, so now, which brings us to corn on the cob.
Yeah, everybody's favorite, the staple of the summer. I mean, this is the star. Our gorgeous bread and butter sweet corn. It's in full season right now. I mean, now until October. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we like to harvest corn all the way through October.
Was it a good year for corn?
It's coming. It's the first few plantings were a little bit smaller and ugly, but now we're into some really decent corn right now.
We're ready to go.
We're ready. Yeah, the star of the show has arrived and it's rolling.
All right, corn questions. Can I tell just by looking at it if it's going to be a good piece or not?
Sometimes the tips don't, because of the weather and pollination, don't fill out all the way to the top. So you can always feel it, but for the most part, we provide the corn on the table. It's ready to go. So you don't even have to worry about that. You bag it and go.
Okay. There's just 2 of us, but I'd buy a dozen.
Oh.
Here we go. So now what do I do with the rest of these when I eat 4 and then I have 8 to go?
I would suggest if you've cooked it all, cut it off on the cob and put it in the freezer and save it for Thanksgiving.
Okay, and say I didn't cook it all.
You didn't cook it all. Keep it in the coldest part of your refrigerator.
Okay.
Corn will keep, obviously it's not as good as fresh off the stalk that day, but you keep it in the coldest part of the refrigerator. Always refrigerated corn.
Okay.
Never refrigerate your tomatoes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because it loses the flavor, right?
Exactly.
Do I need to put them in like a plastic bag, paper bag, just throw them in the fridge?
I'd like to keep it in a plastic bag because it keeps the moisture, it doesn't dry off. It keeps the silk or the husk nice and moist.
Okay. You know, we did a couple.
Yeah. So
your cooking technique is?
I like to put a pot of water on, let it boil first, and then once it's boiling, put your corn in, and for 3 minutes, and that's
Keep it boiling.
Yeah,
3 minutes.
It's boiling.
Turn it off.
Turn it off and pull it out.
I think you're gonna like this.
All right, good stuff.
Well, I know. We don't even need the butter and salt.
No butter and salt on this corn. Never.
I would do it though, Frau.
Oh my God.
I'm a glutton. I'm a glutton. I can't help it.
All right, at the Angiuli household.
Hours at the farm market are?
The satellite locations are open 10 to 6, 7 days.
Okay.
Farms got a little different hours, 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, Sunday 10 to 5.
Okay. You know, my mom every year around Christmas time is trying to figure out what to give her hairstylist. And I always think that's silly. Why are you buying the hairstyle? You're the customer. You pay her every time you come, plus a tip. Now you're going to buy her a Christmas present.
All right, you appreciate their services.
I get that. But now here's a guy in Girard that has a customer appreciation event for the customer.
That's pretty cool.
And you just show up and enjoy.
It is. That's awesome how they do that.
Let me introduce you to Paulie from Paulie James.
Started it 11 years ago. I always want to give back because if you're not sitting in the seat, there's no such thing as Paulie James styling.
You might be concentrating on Paulie Polito's tank top, but you should be noticing the matching chef's hat.
Lamb, chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers.
Every year on the Saturday after the 4th of July, Paulie throws a big barbecue, not for his family, but for his customers.
So I just feel like it's a good to give back, you know what I mean? To just show appreciation.
Paulie wears a lot of hats: barbershop owner, bodybuilder, and in this case, head chef and pitmaster for the clientele.
I like to see people smile no matter what. So if I can make them smile when they're leaving the shop with something I did, or if I can feed you, which a lot of people know how I am with being in the gym trying to compete in my food, I'm super picky, so I just try to share.
It's not easy buying all this food and prepping it, but when it comes out, fall off the bone tender, it's a mouth-watering good time that's all worth it.
It costs a little bit of money, but at what price is it really to see somebody smile and be appreciated? So, you know, there's a couple people here right now that have not been here before. I see them at the gym. You know, I've invited other people, and they're like, "You do this every year?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do it every year." You know, it's lamb, chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers. What could you not have? Beautiful day, center Girard.
Oh, it's absolutely great.
You like
Look
it?
forward to every year.
Fun?
Come
Looks
down
like
here. Oh yeah, it's a good time.
What do you think?
Paulie, he's our barber, and he throws us great cookout every year, and he likes to give back to his customers, so we come and support it.
What do you think about the food this year?
It's always off the chain, over the top.
Paul's one of the best cooks I know, and he treats all the people that come here like family.
What do you guys think?
I think Paul's a great guy. We see him at the gym every morning, and we just wanted to come by and support him.
Food good?
Oh, food's great.
Delicious.
We came with my husband and our friend Will, and we're just here to have some good food and hang out with some good friends.
What do you think about Paulie's food every year?
Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely delicious. The hot dog was one of the best I've ever had, right? And he loved the tomato salad.
This year is super important to me. It's my 10-year anniversary of doing Customer Appreciation Day. Last year was actually my 10th year, but between my wife and I, we had 5 surgeries. I had 3 and she had 2. So this year is my 10th annual Customer Appreciation Day. And just to be able to do this and be around for 10 years in one place, in one community, doing something for the community is it's truly a blessing.
Well, you got a smoker thing going on.
That was.
Are you a lamb person?
It's a Greek thing. If you don't eat meat, that's okay. They'll make you lamb. That's my big fat Greek wedding.
Right.
So absolutely.
But do you like it, or?
Actually, yes. Love lamb chops.
I've never had it on the spit.
It is.
I love lamb.
It is an experience. You have to try. I'll invite you to Greek Easter next year. You can come to my family's house.
That'll be nice.
Lamb on the spit, and
will there be grape leaves and stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah, I will always make grape.
All right, very good. Hey, speaking of the motherland for this guy, let's get to our community calendar this week, shall we?
Yes, absolutely, yes. And this is for all of my Greek people.
That's right.
And you can find me there working when the St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church's Warren Greek Fest returns from July 22nd to the 26th. The annual festival features Greek food, music, Greek dancers, rides, and games.
Our Lady of Mount Carmel Italian Fest taking place the 23rd through the 26th in Youngstown. Italian food, music, an outdoor mass. There's a parade, raffles, a lot of ice apparently, heritage, and culture.
The 93rd annual Serbian Day Picnic is set for Sunday, July 26th at Holy Trinity Serbian Orthodox Church in Youngstown. The festival features traditional Serbian food, music, and dancing from noon until 8 p.m.
And looking ahead, Black Men's Wellness Day, Mahoning Valley, is at the Covelli Center. You've been there before, you've seen it. It's Saturday, August 1st. The day includes a 5K walk and run. They have health screenings for free, a children's play area, food and music. Visit aawellness.org for more information. We will have one more segment of Valley Spotlight after the break.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, chicken parm tonight.
Valley's favorite.
Hey, mine's authentic. Mine's cheesier.
Mine's famous.
Yeah.
We're chicken parm and so much more.
Hey, welcome back to Valley Spotlight. One more little segment to go. Are you doing okay?
You told me.
Is it fun?
I think it's been pretty successful.
Stressful? Not stressful?
No, not when you're eating pounds of mac and cheese and burgers. I think we're good.
You can't do much better than that. That was to calm you down. It's calming comfort food. Well, you ever have you're not getting a good signal in your house, or it goes in and out, and you don't know if it's the internet, you don't know if it's your Wi-Fi, you don't know if you're too far away from the modem or whatever. All these things kind of cross your mind, don't they?
But there is a difference.
There is a difference, and that's one of our Brightspeed fiber segments. What's the official name of this segment?
Brightspeed in 45.
Fiber and 45.
Fiber in 45.
That's why we have them.
Before you blame your internet, make sure the problem is not your Wi-Fi. The FCC says router placement matters. A central location helps, and mesh systems or extenders can improve coverage around the house. And for the fastest connection, a direct Ethernet cable still wins. Brightspeed Whole Home Wi-Fi uses extenders to create a mesh system for more consistent coverage where you need it most. Professional setup can also help place equipment where it performs best, not just where it's easiest to plug in. So, if one room buffers and another does not, start with the home network before you blame the line. A lot of internet headaches are actually Wi-Fi problems in disguise. Brightspeed. See what fiber can do across your whole home. Learn more at brightspeed.com.
All right, there you go. Kenny joins us again.
Hi, everybody.
How do you know Kevin Bacon?
We financed his latest movie. It's called The Family Movie, along with Salvatore Coppola, Armin Nicola, and Jimmy Dobson. So we financed it.
Somebody called you and said, "Hey, will you finance my movie?"
Kind of through Salvatore.
How
we
about
know the
that?
director.
How about that?
It's called The Family Movie. It's incredible. You will be doing a lot of interviews with him.
I only need one. I'll be excited.
We have 3 nights with him, the Bacon Brothers, and
so the band's coming?
Band's coming, then 2 days of movie premiere with him doing a Q&A with Kira Sedgwick. It's with him and his family. It's a dark comedy, but at the premiere it was hilarious, and they didn't re-edit anything, so it was really funny.
That's at the Robbins, I'm guessing?
The Robbins.
What else is going on there?
You know, you were talking about songs. Al Jardine is there from the Beach Boys.
Come on.
Yep. In August sometime. We got Dean Z Christmas Show, which when I tell you, Elvis impersonator.
Mhm.
It's incredible.
What era does he dress in, or does he change
He
as he
does
goes?
them all. He
Oh,
does
really?
Them all. Like from the jailhouse rock, he
Yeah.
never gets fat though. You know, what I mean, he's
Well, yeah, sure.
the same. Well, you know what I mean. He put a fat
He's not fat Elvis.
If
Yeah.
he'd have more of these cheeseburgers,
Yeah, maybe
it would
it
help.
would help him. So that's a great show. Of course, we're River Rock at the Amp. We got great shows coming up. Half the summers.
We'll be in August.
Yeah,
soon.
we will.
got August 1st, 15th,
Summer's flying.
1, 15, 29, and September 5th.
So there's, you know, and last weekend we had such great stuff. This town was electric. I hate,
Yeah.
when, you know, it was Why Live. We had so much stuff going on. I hate when people get down on here and say there's nothing
Right,
to do.
nothing to do.
There's so much to do.
Yeah.
That you have to pick what you want to do.
And then they have all these festivals going on at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's great up here in the summer. Winter, you know, shaky.
You know, I come in through the back, and I walk by the dessert case. Be honest, do you ever sell a dessert with these portions?
We sell.
We do.
Do you really? Do people take it home, or do they eat dessert?
Sometimes they'll put it in a container, take a couple bites, and then
I
take
can't
the rest
imagine
home.
eating that and then
My
going, you know what, I
my
can
little
go for is
mother has-
pie.
My little mother has like 5 in her
Have you seen?
refrigerator right
And
now.
have you seen the desserts? They're not small either. You got to take
They're the best looking things when you walk by. You're like, oh, I got to get that. And then you stumble out of here and you're like,
sugar-free, calorie-free. We ever, you know,
Yeah.
we tell everybody they're good
So,
for you.
you never leave hungry here. That's, you know, there's always something when I go someplace and I leave hungry. It's nice to get good portions. You know,
Mhm.
we never cut our portions here. If we have to raise our prices a little bit, we do, but we never cut portions because people want consistency.
I agree.
And a lot of times people come here. We do a big lunch business. People walk out with a carry-out container,
Mhm.
and they know that they've got dinner too, or they take.
Oh, for a couple days.
Yeah,
probably.
So for the money, it's really a good deal. It really is.
Absolutely.
I mean, this burger, you can't eat the whole thing. You
No.
gotta cut it
Or
down.
we've tried.
We
You know,
did.
Look
We
at
did
this
our
thing,
best.
this mac and cheese.
I don't know. That's a pile of goodness, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh.
Hey, good show. Thanks, man.
Not too bad.
And thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you
We
so much.
appreciate it.
everybody.
All right, our
Thanks, guys.
retromercial, the Frisbee.
Yes.
From back in the old days. And there's this thing, we used to blow these things up. They were like plastic balloons you could
Boy, I
make.
got a line there, and
And I know.
we're on
It
TV.
ended up in my
Always.
hair one time. I got in trouble. My mom's still yelling at me for it. So anyhow.
This joke's telling
That's,
itself.
I
Can I say
gotta
one
want-
last thing?
Okay, if it's clean.
River Rock at the
Oh,
Amp,
okay,
the
good.
only place to be every Saturday night.
There you go. Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
Frisbees are fun. Just about any nice day, you'll find people in almost any park enjoying Frisbees. But some people have never seen super elastic bubble plastic. That's right, plastic bubbles from a tube. Just squeeze it out and blow it up. They're beautiful. Kids of all ages enjoy super elastic bubble plastic. It's just as much fun as Frisbees. Frisbees and super elastic bubble plastic sold separately from Whammo.
You're watching WUAB, Channel 43 plays Favorites.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.